Today's story is about trees. But before we start, you know what I have to do, right? We are first going to see how to upload our wonderful crafts, which not many people are uploading. Was it too difficult, the craft of the last time? The Eric Carl art? Yeah, doesn't matter. Try this one today's and send it to me. Okay, so let me just show you the video of how to upload your craft. Okay, so watch carefully and make sure you upload this time's craft. Okay, here we go.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at YOLO. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.yolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. Then you will see a list of the classes that you last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link, and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Yes, so I need to see more submissions this time. This time's art is also very nice. Okay, so but before we start, we were talking about flowers and trees. So do you remember all the stories we've done so far in this series? Which was the first one? Does anybody remember? I think it was the tiny seed one, right? Out of all the seeds, the seed was the tiniest and it became a big flower. Was this the one? Then there was a story with the cactus flower, the cactus and the flowers, where we came to know how important it is for plants to have water. And then the very first story, the story of the two flowers, Nilu and Pilu, where Nilu was trying to block the sun so that Pilu could not grow, right? So remember, plants need soil. Remember, plants need light. Remember, they need water and they will turn out right. Do you remember this? So if anybody asks you what does it take to grow a wonderful plant, this is what you'll say. Remember, plants need soil. Remember, plants need light. Remember, they need water and they will turn out right. Yes. And before we start again, let's do the two songs that we have been doing for this series of stories. I hope you remember all the songs we've been singing. Come down, everybody, head down. Nobody's camera is on today. not able to see anybody. So I'm just going to do it myself. Okay, so look down, hands down, and let's start. I am a tiny seed sleeping, sleeping. I am a tiny seed, ever so small. Now I am growing, growing, growing. Now I am growing, ever so tall and stretch. I can see over the garden wall. I can see over the garden wall. Now I'm a tall tree, swing, swing. Now I'm a tall tree, swing like this. And do you remember the other song? The gardener plants the seeds, the gardener plants the seeds. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the gardener plants the seeds. The rain begins to fall, the rain begins to fall. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the rain begins to fall. The sun begins to shine, the sun begins to shine. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the sun begins to shine. The plants begin to grow, the plants begin to grow. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the plants begin to grow. And then what happens to the small little flowers? Baby flowers are called buds. The buds all open up. The buds all open up. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the buds all open up. And then what happens? The flowers smile at me. The flowers smile at me. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the flowers smile at me. The flowers smile at me. The flowers smile at me. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the flowers smile at me. Faster! Flower smile at me. The flowers smile at me. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the flowers smile at me. The flowers smile at me. The flowers smile at me. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the flowers smile at me. Yes, that's how the flowers grow and they become fruits, and then the fruit has the seed and the seed drops, and then another plant grows, and that is how we have plants growing all the time around us. And some plants grow into trees and some they stay as small little bushes, right? We don't have a rose tree. Do we have a rose tree? No, we have a rose plant. But we do have mango trees and we do have neem trees and any other trees if you have seen. There is one tree which grows zook, very tall, and its leaves, they smell very nice. And in fact, when you have a cold, you use that leaves oil to when your nose is blocked. Do you know what tree I'm talking about? This tree is very tall. It's got longish kind of leaves, which are like whitish, greenish. And this is a beautiful smell. Do you know what the tree is called? We call it Nilgiris or we call it eucalyptus. It's a very funny spelling. We say eucalyptus, but it starts with an E. So funny, no? Just like that, there are so many trees. I don't know if you all have ever climbed trees to pick up any fruits directly from the tree. I have. I have climbed up mango trees and picked out mangoes for myself. Trees are really awesome, right? So they give us shade, they give us fruit. Trees are really useful to us. And today's story is also about a tree, if you can see. Does it look beautiful? Yes. The moment you see the green of the tree, it just makes you so calm, right? So let's see what this story is about. So this story is actually about an unhappy tree. Have you ever thought whether trees have feelings? All our stories have been like that, right? Nilu and Pilu, cactus and the flowers. Everybody, all the plants had feelings. So this tree also has a lot of feelings. And this feeling is also a lot of times within us. I wish my hair was straighter. I wish my nose was thinner. I wish my cheeks were a little bit more like this. I wish my eyebrows were thicker. I wish my ears were smaller. Yes, we all have seen ourselves in the mirror, and sometimes we think, yeah, it would be nice if I had a different nose, right? Yes. So we all go through those things, but with the story, what we understand and what we realize is the way we are the best. Okay, so let's see what happens to this tree. So this tree is called a cedar tree. Okay, and let's start the story. Again, there are beautiful big pictures in this book. Okay, so there is this cedar tree which is growing next to a river, and there are lots of other trees which are growing next to the cedar tree. But can you see the difference between the two kinds of trees? The cedar tree has leaves, but its leaves are small and pokey like this. See, it's got needle-like leaves. If you touch it like pokey like thorns. But all the other trees, they have nice, thick, bushy leaves like these, like these. And that is why they look so bushy. And that is why people can sit under the trees because there is so much of shade. So the cedar tree looks at all the other trees, so nice and so thick and so green. And he says, oh, what is the point of me having such spiky leaves? Nobody even comes near me. And nobody can even enjoy all the leaves because they are so thorny. Huh. Oh no. How I wish I had. What do you think he wishes for? How I wish I had golden leaves. Then everybody would come to me and I would be happy. Now let's see what happens. It happens to be a very magical time. So whatever the cedar tree wishes for, tang, it comes true. Look at the tree. It has all gold leaves on it. Look at that. Wow. Have you ever seen a tree with golden leaves like this? I have also not seen a tree with golden leaves like this. But see this tree. Beautiful it looks. And as the sun rises in the morning, the beautiful tree is shining, and all the leaves are glittering in the morning sun. Oh, so beautiful it looks. Now let me ask you a question. If you see a tree which has golden leaves, what will you do? You can put it in the chat and tell me. What will you do if you see a tree with golden leaves? Will you just see it and say, wow? Yeah, you will pluck the leaves. Yes, we all like to do that, right? And especially golden leaves. That's right. We wanted to pluck the leaves. And that is what people did. They went and passed the tree and they said, hey, look at this tree. It's got golden leaves. Wow. So they got all their big sacks and filled it up with golden leaves and filled it till there were no leaves left. And the poor tree was bare without any leaves, not even its needle leaves, not even the golden leaf. Oh no, what did I wish for? Said the tree. Maybe I should have wished for glass leaves. Nobody will want to pick up glass leaves, no? Because glass will hurt people if they try to pick up the leaves. It will hurt their hands and scratch their hands. So I wish I had glass leaves. Then nobody will take my leaves away. Do you think that's a good idea? So, as usual, because it's a magical time, ta-da! Look at that. When the sun shone in the morning, this tree was full of Tinkling, tinkling, lovely, shiny glass leaves. And as the gentle breeze was blowing, ting, 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 that's how the glass leaves were making beautiful sound, like a wind chime. Ting, 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 ting. Ah, it was a very soothing sound. And nobody wanted to pick up glass leaves, and no animals also were coming near the tree at all. So the tree was happy, saying, "Yes, I think I made the right choice by asking for glass leaves." Do you think he made the right choice? Let's see what happens. That evening, there was a strong wind, like a storm. Look, and it was raining. Strong winds and rain. Look how the trees are just totally bent on the other side. Oh no. And what do you think will happen to all the glass leaves in the storm? They broke. Ting, 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 clink, 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 clink. One by one, all the leaves from the tree fell off in the strong wind and broke on the ground. And our poor cedar tree was again bare without any leaves. So now, what do you think he's going to choose? Gold leaves didn't work. Glass leaves didn't work. I wonder what he's going to wish for next. He sees the trees around him and then he thinks, I wish instead of these needle, pokey leaves, I wish I have nice fresh green leaves like all the other trees have next to me. So that is what he did. And do you think he got his wish? Yes, because it was a magical time. Look! Wow! The next morning when the sun rose, the cedar tree was full of nice, juicy, beautiful, fresh green leaves. Nice, no? And he was very happy. He thought, oh, I'm like all the other trees now. Nothing is going to happen to me now. Oh, do you think so? Let's see. Ooh! The moment the goats saw the yummy leaves, fresh, green, so tender, so soft, and they went and started chomp, 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 chomp. They started eating all the leaves of the tree. And the squirrels ran up the tree and they ate the leaves from the top. And the birds came and they ate the yummy, delicious, nice, tender, soft leaves of the tree. You know what happened, right? By the time it was night, our poor tree was bare again. So what should he do now? And also, it has slowly started becoming a little cold. So he said, maybe I will wish for, I will wish for a coat of feathers, because feathers keep birds warm. So if I have feathers instead of leaves, I will be warm. I don't know if this is a good idea. Do you? So this is what he did. He had can you see a tree full of feathers? Wow. And look at the number of birds on the tree, all different types of birds. Isn't this a beautiful picture? So this is what the tree wished for. Lovely feathers to keep him warm. And all the birds, they saw the feathers and they came flying towards the tree, saying, oh, look, lovely feathers. So nice. But did they just look at the feathers? No. The birds thought, wow, we'll take these feathers and put them in our nest. So our eggs will be warm and baby birds will be warm. Uh-oh. So one by one, one by one, the birds plucked out the feathers from the tree and flew away with all the feathers. Oh, why can't this poor tree even decide properly what it wants to be? And so, as you see, the tree is bare again. Now what does he want to wish for? I'm not going to wish for gold leaves. People took them away. If I have glass leaves, they break. If I have green leaves, juicy leaves, tender leaves, all the animals eat them away. If I ask for feathers, then the birds take them away. What should I do? What should I do? I've got an idea. I am going to ask to be covered in snow. So if I'm so cold, then nobody will come near me. So see, only on top of this tree, the snow fell. It slowly covered the tree with snow. And yes, nobody came close to the tree because it was so cold. So they all went to the other trees where it was warmer. So for a while, this tree was happy. I think I made a good choice finally. Do you think he made a good choice? Because when the sun came out in the morning and the day became hotter and hotter, what will happen to the snow? Nothing will happen to the snow, no? What do you think? What will happen to the snow? It will melt. Yes, you are right. It will melt. And melt means it will become water. And so that is what started happening. As the sun rose in the sky, slowly, the snow started melting. It was almost as if the tree was crying. Oh. Again, I made a wrong choice. Snow isn't the right choice. Ooh. What do you think he'll wish for next? So after wishing for gold leaves, after wishing for green leaves, after wishing for feathers, after wishing for snow, did I miss out on anyone? He finally realized that he wanted his pokey leaves back again. And that is what happened. Next day when he woke up, he had all his pokey leaves back again. Oh, thank God, I'm back to what I was. But what about the trees next to him? Did you see now? What are the colors of the trees? The trees are no longer green around him because it's becoming colder and colder. The season is changing. And when the season changes, the tree leaves start drying up in autumn and the dry leaves start falling off. So this is the first stage where all the leaves of the trees near him started becoming dry, started becoming yellow, and slowly they would become brown and just fall down, right? So all the trees were saying, oh, you are so lucky because your leaves, even though they are like a needle, even though they are sharp and pointy, they will always be green. But look at us. We are losing our leaves. We are slowly going to get brown leaves as autumn turns to winter. And did you see that? What happened to all the trees? All the trees have now lost all their leaves because that is what happens to all trees in winter. They lose their leaves and then it's very cold and then they wait for spring for their leaves to grow back again. But for the cedar tree, it was the only tree which is still green, which still has its green pointy leaves. And it was then that all the lovely animals and birds, they found it very nice to go and sit on the cedar tree because all the other trees were all bare, no leaves, no, there's only wood. So finally, hush, Finally, the cedar tree realized that it is okay for him to be exactly the way he was. Because each thing, each person, each thing, each creature is special in its own way. So finally, the cedar tree, after getting gold leaves, after getting, you remember all the leaves, gold leaves, then green leaves, then feathers, then, oh, glass. Thank you. I forgot about the glass leaves. Gold leaves and glass leaves and green leaves and feather leaves and snow. And then finally he realized that the way he was first was the best. And he is special just the way he is. And that ends this beautiful story of the tree who was so unhappy with what he was. So, this is what we need to take away from the story, that there will be times where we wish we were a little different, but then we should realize that the way we are or is what makes us special. So, there is no need to change anything, right? Yes. So now it's time for today's interesting craft and art activity. It's actually more of an art activity than a craft activity. And since in our story, we had a tree who wanted all kinds of different leaves, I have lots of different leaves with me today. Can you see? I had to have some dry leaves because I couldn't climb the people tree. This is the people tree leaf. If you can make out beautiful heart shape. So I have collected so many different types of leaves. So I'll just put it down so you can see. And I think leaves are really beautiful, don't you think? They come in such different shapes, different varieties. It's really beautiful. And they are something that you can easily just go out and you will find trees with different kinds of leaves right near wherever you live, right? Unless it's winter and unless it's snowing at your place. So, what are we going to do with all these leaves? There is a beautiful activity to do with leaves. No, we are not going to stick the leaves to the paper, but what we are going to do is use the beautiful designs that are there on the leaves. Can you see? Each and every leaf has its own different kind of pattern and design behind it. And that is what we are going to use to make our craft today. So first, I am just going to make a small little rough picture of a tree with my brown crayon. So what I'm going to do is show you about 2 ways of how to use the leaves. Okay, you can use them with paints or you can use them with crayons. Okay, so I'm going to color this fully brown. If you want to have a texture on this, you could use something like a bubble wrap or something which will give a nice texture behind it for the tree bark. Otherwise, you can just color it simply with a crayon like this. And yes, our tree leaves are going to look really huge, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the leaf below the tree, and then with my green crayon, I'm going to rub it. Rub, rub, rub. And you see the pattern coming up of the tree, of the leaves? That is what I'm going to do. Rub, rub, rub over the leaf nicely so that you get this beautiful pattern of the leaf. What about the people who don't have something? Don't have leaves? You don't need to have leaves now. You can collect them and then do the art activity. That's why I didn't say it before that you need to keep the leaves ready, because I would like you all to just go out and see the different trees around you and see how you can have different leaves. Get different kinds of leaves of different patterns of leaves and make this art. I feel all of you are very much in a hurry to just finish and submit. I think I spoke about this last time as well. Enjoy your art, enjoy your craft. Okay, take your time over it. Okay, so go out and see what all trees are around your house, what all plants are growing in the pots. See if you can use the leaves of those, right? So this is one way where you put the leaf under the paper and rub with the crayon. So I'm using a light green now. I used a dark green for the other two leaves. So like that, you can have a shaded effect for so a little dark, a little light green. Use any colors you want, right? And now if I use this big people leaf, a tree would almost be done, right? A tree with only 4 leaves. Does it look funny? Look at that. The people tree leaf is giving such a beautiful imprint. Right? So go on and make your tree picture using the leaf imprints like this. There is one more way in which you could do this, and that is by using paints. So again, the same way, if you don't want to draw the tree, it's okay. You can just have patterns all around the paper and maybe use the patterned paper for maybe like a gift wrapping paper. So for this, we are going to paint behind the leaf. Again, make sure for the painting part that the paint is thick. Very thin paint will not stick to the leaf and you will not be able to get a nice imprint. So make sure the paint reaches all over the leaf. And now 1, 2, and 3. We're just going to turn the leaf and press. It's better to use the back of the leaf because the back of the leaf, the veins of the leaf, these are called the veins. The veins of the leaf are much more clearer. So press, 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 and open. Wow, did you see the effect we got? Look at that. And like this, continue. And don't be restricted by colors. You could also maybe use orange. Let's use this leaf. Yeah, let's use orange for this leaf. So you could make multicolors of leaves and make your imprints. So if you want to make a scenery, you could make a scenery. You could make it as a gift wrap paper, or you could just have it just like a painting. It doesn't have to have any structure. You don't have to have branches. You don't have to have. So this is just be free with your art and enjoy it. So now let's see. I'm going to put this here and press. And let's remove it. Is that nice? So fill the entire sheet of paper, make beautiful patterns, try and use as many different leaves as you can. Go out and explore what kind of, see, I've got a very unusual kind of leaf over here. Go out and explore what kind of leaves you can see around. And see if you find a thorny leaf. Is there a thorny leaf plant near your house? Try to see if you can get those needle leaves and see if you can make an imprint of them. Okay, otherwise use these small little leaves, big leaves. There. It's a very nice nature project to do. And so that is why I did not ask you all to keep the leaves ready, because this is what I want you all to do. Okay, go out, look for nice patterned leaves around you, maybe in flower pots, maybe growing on trees. Yes, but please try to pick up only 1 or 2 leaves from the plant. Okay, don't try to pick up all the leaves. 1 or 2 is enough, because you can reuse the same leaf with different colors. Put the paint, press and remove. So like I said, use different colors and then you can make a beautiful collage, beautiful variety of leaf pictures. What you could also do is, like we try to do in the Erica art, is like mixing the paints, right? So you could also mix part orange, part green, and see what kind of effects you get. Maybe let me put a little bit of white, if it's there, if it comes, let's see. And then turn it. So your hands are going to get messy, so doesn't matter. Enjoy. Press, 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 press. And 1, 2, 3. Gently hold it. And oh wow, look at this effect that we have got. I put 2 colors on this, and this is the kind of effect I got. Krisha, do you think you could put it in the chat, whatever your question is? Okay. So this is how the art has to be. As I said, go free, be completely free with the colors that you want to use, and be free to make your art however you want. I'm really seeing very less creativity in everybody. If I show you a flower, you make a flower. If I show you this, if I show you the leaves like this, you will make the leaves like this and give. This is not about, this is about being creative. And this is about not being, there's nothing right or wrong in whatever you make. Whatever you make is your special creation. Okay, so enjoy what is the process. And yes, you can use banana leaf, although I don't know if it will fit in your paper, but if it does, you can use a banana leaf, no problem. See how will you use a coconut leaf, how will you use a fern leaf. Explore. That is what I want you all to do with your art and craft. Okay, don't keep saying, oh, because ma'am did it like this, so I need to do it like this. When we are doing a craft activity or an art activity, there is nothing correct way, wrong way. I'm showing you a technique, okay, that you take leaves and you put paint and you press, or you take crayons and you make imprints. Now, isn't this lovely? So do this and create your own special masterpiece. In every class, this is what I'm trying to encourage all of you to do. This is not, so earlier what I would do is give you the end picture, right? That this is what it needs to look like. The giraffe needs to look like this and this. And I found everybody does exactly the same. If I made a purple one, everybody makes a purple giraffe. I need you all to think a little differently. Okay, use your own colors, use your own creativity. What will you do with these leaves? Maybe I could use the leaves pattern to make a butterfly, or maybe I could just make the leaves to maybe make a car. I don't know. You need to think and you need to be creative. And like I said, there is no right and there is no wrong. When I say I will choose the 10 best of your art and craft, it is not the one who has done the most neatest work as close to what I told you. I want to see you create. Okay, so with this, try and experiment, get a lot of leaves, and just have fun over the weekend. Okay, so for now, I'm going to say bye and I'm going to leave you with the video of how you're going to submit this craft. Take some time, do it nicely, and think and have an idea of how you're going to use these leaf shapes to make something interesting. And as I said, you could either use paint or you could use the crayon rubbing technique. Use the technique and make it wonderful. Okay, so I'll just share how you're going to share your creations with me again, and then I'll say a bye.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at YOLO. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.yolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. Then you will see a list of the classes that you last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link, and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Okay, so that's all from me. And since this is the last story of this full series of flowers and plants and trees, so let's have a song before we go and end with these two songs. Okay, our favorite songs. Down, hand down, look down. I am a tiny seed, sleeping, sleeping. I am a tiny seed, ever so small. Now I am growing, growing, growing. Now I am growing, ever so tall. I can see over the garden wall. I can see over the garden wall. Now I'm a tall tree, swing, swing. Now I'm a tall tree, swing like this. So remember the second song I've not sung. The gardener plants the seeds, the gardener plants the seeds. Hey ho, cherry-o, the gardener plants the seeds. The rain begins to fall, the rain begins to fall. Hey ho, cherry-o, the rain begins to fall. The sun begins to shine, the sun begins to shine. Hey ho, cherry-o, the sun begins to shine. Plants begin to grow, the plants begin to grow. Hey ho, cherry-o, the plants begin to grow. The buds all open up, the buds all open up. Hey ho, cherry-o, the buds all open up. And then, are you all ready? The flowers smile at me, the flowers smile at me. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the flowers smile at me. The flowers smile at me, the flowers smile at me. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the flowers smile at me. Faster! Flowers smile at me, the flowers smile at me. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the flowers smile at me. The flowers smile at me, the flowers smile at me. Hey ho, the cherry-o, the flowers smile at me. Thank you and see you all next time. Bye.